What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be taking a look at the new special event that just dropped, which is a pretty exciting one. It's definitely a different form from anything that we've ever seen. Kind of similar to the punching machine here. So this is the new NAMEK'S threat, Breakthrough the Super Armor event. So basically we're going to be taking out a bunch of these Cyclopian Guards. So, the way that this event works, there's 5 different stages, one for each typing. And then, so the way, let's go ahead and jump in here and take a look at the details. So, it says 5 stages are that correspond to each of the certain types, right? You're given a limited number of turns in every phase of each stage. They will become fewer as you proceed, and the Cyclopian Guards will become more powerful. Be aware that the battle will end if the given number of turns are exceeded. Okay, so Phase 1 and 2 allow you 3 turns, Phase 3 and 4 allow you 2 turns, Phase 5 allows you 1 turn. So basically what this means is you hop into the first turn, and you're going to have, I believe you're going to be facing off against 5 of those guards. If you don't defeat all 5 guards within the 3 turns that you're allotted, then the battle's going to end. So basically that's how it works. So that means that on that 5th phase, you're going to need to destroy all 5 of those Cyclopian Guards in 1 turn. So you're going to need to be using AoE units or units that do additional attacks, which is what they tell you down here. Can perform group attacks or launch additionals. That's what you're going to want to do. Now, the other portion of this is that movie heroes and movie boss characters deal increased damage to the guards, and they reduce damage received when the characters are not on those categories, or if they are not type effective. So basically for like the AGL stage, you're going to want to run a full tech team, whether that's tech movie bosses or tech movie heroes, either way. That type of thing. So, and then it says up to 2 types of support items are allowed. Oh, okay, so we can use support items as well. So this could probably be smart to do some like nuking items, potentially, to buff the damage that some of your units are doing. That could be interesting. Okay. But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump in and take a look. So yeah, you want to aim to basically finish all 5 phases without the event ending on you. So you'll get the maximum rewards, which are some heavy Dragonstone rewards. It's pretty good if you're able to defeat all 25. So we'll go ahead and start out on the AGL stage here. And we'll try this out with a tech team. This is the tech team that I put together here real quick. I actually didn't select any support items because I was not thinking we were going to be able to use them, but apparently we can. So, we definitely want to use the takoyaki item here. That is going to be the best for us to use, and then we should probably just use... what's it? This one. This changes all the purple key spheres to green, which can be nice because that's going to help us nuke with the takoyaki. Actually, you know what I want to do instead? I'm going to bring... Where is that? We'll bring this guy, because he's just going to buff all the tech type attacks for by 30% for 1 turn. I think that's going to be smart to do. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this. And then, okay, let's hop in here. I don't think we need a support memory. I'm honestly thinking that this one's going to be easier. We've got the LR Gods team here, so I really don't think this is going to be too difficult, just because the LR Gods themselves have so many additionals that they can do. I think we're going to be fine. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we've got some pretty solid rotations off the bat here. Okay, what I'm going to do is this, to try and get as many orbs for the LR Gods as possible. So we'll do this. And then we'll do that. And I imagine when we go to the next phase, it's going to reset the orb field as well. So I don't need to worry too much about setting up for the next turn. Okay, so he went down in 1 hit. This is also the first phase, and I believe it said that the enemies get stronger as this goes on. So we'll have to see. Okay, so we are going to be getting the 1 guaranteed additional. And then we'll see if they proc their hidden potential system additional as well. Okay, they did not. Interesting that the enemy can attack us back. Huh. I wonder if that's going to come into play. Like, because in the punching machine, they can't attack you back. Because it's just about you being able to do the amount of damage you need to do on the event, right? But these guys can actually attack us back. So I wonder if there is a scenario where you can, like, die. If they're actually doing, like, damage to us and we're like, taking hits later on, that's going to be very interesting. Okay, so I do want to leave the Vegeta on rotation with the gods just because he's orb changing. So it's going to make sure they have the ability to get their 24 key super. And then they're going to be able to dish out a lot of damage here, which is going to be nice. Okay, so it's a good thing that we didn't finish this off in one turn. Actually, what I was thinking, because if we're able to transform the LR gods, we might be able to use their active skill. I actually don't remember the specifics of being able to proc their active skill. Let me double check really quick just to know if that's going to be something we can look forward to. No, because you have to face one enemy. When HP is 50% or less. Yeah, unless we are below 50% HP, which I don't see that happening, then we have to be facing only one enemy. So for that 5th phase, it's not going to matter, which is when we'd want to use it, right? Okay, so... Wait, do they get their guaranteed additional at 20 key, or is it the 24 key? I need to double check that. Launches an additional super attack when key is 20. Okay, so we only need 20 key with them. Then I can definitely put them in the first slot here. That will be fine. And then we'll do this. And this should be fine. Okay, so if we're able to get one additional with somebody else, then we'll finish off this phase in one turn. And I guess we do have quite a few turns, because there's 5 phases. I keep thinking that there's only 3 phases to this event because of the way that it was set up, where phase 1 and 2 give you 3 turns, phase 3 and 4 give you 2 turns, and then phase 5 gives you 1. It's set up with like 3 lists, so I was thinking 3 phases, but there's actually 5 phases here. So we are going to be going into the 3rd phase after the end of this one here. Yeah, I'm just thinking that 5th phase is probably going to be a little difficult. We're going to need a turn like the one we just had in order to complete that 5th phase. And I don't think I actually want to transform with either of the LR gods, because once we transform, they no longer have the ability to get that guaranteed additional, right? No, my mistake. They still do have their additional super attack when key is 20 or more. Okay, so then... yeah, we will transform with them. I'll just wait to do it because that way we can still keep getting their stacks, their attack and defensive stacks. Okay, so this is gonna be an interesting turn because the key is really bad right now. Let's try skipping a super attack here. Let's see how this goes for us. I'm curious how much damage, so we're on phase 3 right now. I'm curious how much damage that Vegeta is going to take / dish out. Okay, perfect. He is getting super attacked here. So... okay, he still takes no damage. And... okay, so he's... yeah, at this point you're definitely going to need to be putting out some decent attack in order to kill these guys. They definitely don't go down for free. Okay, so it looks like this 3rd phase is going to take us 2 turns then. Or wait, are we on the 4th phase? Man, I'm already losing count. No, we're on the 3rd phase because it's the 4th turn. Okay. And the 1st phase took us 2 turns, so... oh, yeah, man. Finishing that final phase in 1 turn is going to be a task for sure. Okay, so... we've got this, and then we can do that. Oh, actually... the Dokkan attack could be a thing. I bet there's a realm here where you could bring a weaker team, because you have 3 turns to finish the first phase, and then 3 on the second phase. So that's already 6 turns. If you were to select Tech-type orbs for all 6 of those turns, for all 3 units for 6 turns in a row, and then you have 4 more turns for the third and fourth phases, that's a total of 10 turns of all selecting like same type orbs. If you're able to do that, you might even just be able to get the Dokkan attack off and then launch that free attack all on the final phase, and it'd be hard hitting. I'm sure you'd be able to get this done that way. That might be a strategy, actually. I might have to rethink my team build here a little bit and get that to be a thing. Okay, so I think I want to keep Gogeta on rotation instead, just because I feel like we have a better chance when we get to that final phase. Yeah, of like completing the event the way we need to. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this, and then we'll do that. And it looks like we're barely going to be able to get a super attack there. Okay, I wasn't paying perfect attention to the rotation, so I'm not sure exactly who we have on rotation next. I know we have the LR Gods with the Godku, which is nice, but I'm not sure who that third unit was. Is it the Super Saiyan 3 Goku? I think it is. You know, now that I think about it... Oh, I did actually screw this up. Okay, so we might not clear this fifth stage in one turn. The way to do it is to have both the LR Gods on the same rotation. I messed that up. I should have rotated one of them off, like last turn, so that going into the final phase, we would have 2 of them on rotation instead of just 1. Because with 2 of them on rotation, and they both get guaranteed additionals, you're going to get 5 super attacks. So then you're going to finish off all 5 enemies for sure. Okay, so we might have to run this back with that. But yeah, look how close the Dokkan attack is, and we didn't even select same type orbs. Like, we weren't adamant about that, and we also finished off those first few phases quicker than we could have. So the Dokkan attack can definitely be a strategy here. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we probably lost this one, unless we just get super lucky on the next phase for some reason. We probably lost this, so let's get through this real quick, and then we will run it back real quick and see if we can have some better luck here. We are going to need to get really lucky, I think, in order to clear this. Let's see. Yeah, because one of these other units is going to have to throw out an additional attack too, or this friend unit is going to need to get 3 super attacks. So let's transform them real quick. And then I guess we might as well transform Gogeta, right? Just for the additional stats, the additional attack and stuff. That could be good for us. Okay. And then we're able to get their full 24 key super, which is perfect. So we can do that. And yeah, man, look how close we were to that Dokkan attack. We definitely could have gotten a Dokkan attack on this turn if we were more adamant about getting there. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so we have 4 guaranteed super attacks that are going to happen. They're all going to be very strong. I imagine each of these super attacks should have what it takes to take out this enemy. Oh, I didn't even use any of the items. I guess this is okay to see how well we are able to do damage to these guys without items. This could be a decent, tester for that, so not the biggest deal. But we are going to need some RNG here, because someone has to get an extra additional. Okay, so here's the guaranteed additional. Now let's see if they're able to get a third additional super for us. If they are, that is going to be so clutch. Oh, just an additional normal. Oh, that's really bad news. Okay, because they're... Oh, they didn't quite take him out. Oh, that sucks. If their additional normal had been a little bit stronger, we would have taken him out. So now Gogeta is going to be super attacking here. He needs to get an additional super for us. And he did not. Okay, so now if this guy doesn't get an additional super, we don't win. We don't get the full 25 enemies beaten. Oh, wow, he didn't even fully take him out, even with his super attack. Oh my goodness, okay. So yeah, I'm thinking we are going to need to run this back with the double LR Gods on that final turn there. That is definitely going to be the way. So it looks like we got most of the missions done, but we did not finish that final mission of getting the 25 enemies beaten here in a single attempt. So we'll go ahead and jump back in real quick and see if we can make that happen. And then, yeah, we saw there at the end that we were not quite... Okay, so we would have actually won on that final turn if we had used our items. Because our items would have boosted our attack, and then that additional normal that we did would have flattened the enemy. And then also the Super Saiyan 3 Goku's super attack would have killed. So, we would have gotten our full 5 enemies beaten on that last one. So that's an interesting thing to note. We also do have the option to use a support memory. I am not going to because I want to hang on to my reels to record some red zone runs in a little bit. So I'm going to opt to not use those. Seems like we definitely don't need the support memories, but they could help. Okay, so let's jump back in here real quick and see if we're able to do something better. Okay, so now I need to massage my brain and figure out... and make sure I don't screw up getting both of the LR Gods on that final rotation together. In fact, a good way to do this might even just be get them together as soon as possible, because we have so many turns to beat all of the previous phases. Well, no, because then if we go into that fourth phase and your double LR God rotation finishes off the fourth phase, then you don't have either of them on the fifth phase, and then you're gonna lose. So maybe that's not a strat. Okay, we'll have to play this out and see how it goes for us. Okay, so we'll do this and there. And then there. Since we're on that first phase, I don't think we're going to need too much attacking power. So another nice thing about this event is that it just costs 10 stamina, which I guess for some players is kind of iffy because you have to spend stamina on the event. Like, it's a challenge event that isn't free, right? But I do like that it's unlimited number of attempts, because a lot of the times they will limit you on the attempts that you can run these stages. But this event is actually going to go away in like a month. It's only available during the celebration, and then it goes away, so you do have to complete it in a finite amount of time. But I do like that you're able to run, as many attempts as you want on it to be able to get these rewards if you choose to. So I am going to be taking full advantage of that. I definitely plan to get all of the missions done on each of the stages. Okay, let's see here. We can't really do too much about this turn. Kind of just a crapshoot turn. We'll do that and this. Meaning, like, the orbs were set up bad and we weren't really able to select the best options there, but that's okay. The first few phases aren't going to really matter too much, seems like. It's just going to be once we get toward the end that I'm going to need to stop and think about how to get my LR Gods together on that final turn. So I'm going to need to pay really close attention to those third slot units as well to see who I've got on rotation coming up. Okay, so we are nearing the end of the second phase here. Got a full 24 key super there. That's perfect. We'll do this. And this. Okay. Man, I probably should be selecting more of the same type key spheres for that Dokkan attack too, but I don't think at this point I'm gonna get the Dokkan attack. I think that's a different strat. You might have to use a weaker team just to make sure that you can stay on these first 2 phases for the full 3 turns each. Or you might need to be skipping some super attacks and stuff. So again, you might need a weaker team that doesn't link as well, so you're not forced to get your super attacks, especially if you're selecting same type orbs. Avoiding super attacks can probably be difficult. Okay, we'll keep the Gogeta on rotation now. Okay, so we're starting the 3rd phase at this point. I don't imagine that we are going to finish off this phase. Okay, so should I rotate the gods off now? I think that makes sense, because then we'll have one more turn on this. Yeah, see, it's kind of a gamble, because if I were to do the full 5 attacks right here, which we could if we get an additional, or if the LR gods proc 3 super attacks this turn, then we could finish off this phase, which means we would go into the 4th phase of the fight with the LR gods on rotation. We would do like 3 or 4 attacks on that turn, and then we would have 1 turn with no LR gods at all, finish off the 4th phase, and then we'd be going into the 5th phase where these guys would come back, and we would have both LR gods on that final rotation. So that's like premium how it could work out. But in order for that to work out, we would need to get 5 attacks on this turn. And I can't guarantee that to happen. So if we were only able to get 4 attacks on this turn, then we would have 1 enemy left here. We would go into the next phase and have the LR gods on rotation. They would finish off this fight, and then we would go onto the rotation that has no LR gods on the 4th phase, so we definitely would not finish off the 4th phase, and then we would finish off the 4th phase with the double LR god rotation, meaning we would go into the 5th phase with no LR gods. You see the dilemma here. This is quite ridiculous to deal with. You're definitely dealing with some RNG for sure. Huh. I'm not really sure what the smartest move is here with that. It is kind of a gamble, right? Ultimately. I mean, I guess we just risk it for the biscuit, right? So let's do this, just in case the gods get an additional normal attack. Let's launch this. So that potentially, if they get that 3rd attack, but it's only a normal, it could still potentially take him out. So that like 5 attacks would be good. Like a 5th normal attack would be good enough. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. We'll see if that comes to fruition. That did not just happen. Why did the orbs have to fall like that? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, let's go ahead and transform them, because I think they'll get more ki here. And they're also going to change some key spheres. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, we had a failsafe. That's good. Okay, so now they can get their full 24 key super. That would have been so annoying if we weren't able to here. And then this is perfect, because now we're able to get some tech type orbs as well. Ooh, in fact, what we're going to do here is we're going to pop a Takoyaki as well, because we've got 1 more of these, so we can do that on the final phase as well. Okay, so yeah, we'll do this. I think that's the best thing to select. Yeah, so they're going to have a really, really strong attack here. So we just need them to get that 3rd attack. Even if it's a normal attack, we'll definitely take out the enemy now. But we need it to be... We need them to get an additional, for sure. Like, they're going to get their guaranteed additional, but we need them to get that 3rd additional as well. That's all we're banking on here to get the win right now. We just need that 3rd additional. Okay, so yeah, the Super Saiyan Goku did not get an additional attack, but then also Gogeta could just get an additional super as well, and then we would be fine. Oh, is this gonna do it? Ah, it didn't kill them. Okay, because he didn't select any tech orbs, so he didn't get that attack boost. That's unfortunate. Man, did you see that? They were at a 10 million attack stat. The artificial buffs from items. You gotta love that. Okay, so here's the guaranteed additional. Now we just need the one more additional. We need the one more, please. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Give me the additional. Oh, they didn't do it. Okay, so... Okay. Now what we're dealing with is... this is rough. Okay, now we're dealing with a different situation. Now I'm thinking the best possible strategy is to try and get the Dokkan attack. But I don't know that we have enough turns. Yeah, it's too far down. We're not going to be able to get the Dokkan attack, so I'm not sure what we do here. I think the best possible thing we can do at this point is rotate off this Gods to avoid the situation we were talking about earlier, where we had the double God rotation on the wrong phase. I think that makes sense to do, because if we rotate these Gods off now, then we have a turn with no Gods on the next turn, and then we finish off the fourth phase with an LR Gods, one LR Gods, and then we go into the fifth phase with one LR Gods, so we still have a chance. So yeah, I think this is the best way to go about it. Okay, so let's do this. And then we'll do this. And that. Okay. Yeah, this is the strat right now. Just given... Oh, man, if we had gotten that additional super, this would have been a free win. Would have been a free win. Okay, so let's go into this fourth phase here real quick. Okay, yeah, so obviously this turn is not going to finish off the enemy. Okay, we'll do this. And that. And then I guess just this. I wonder if that Vegeta's even gonna take out the enemy there. I'm not sure. Yeah, based on like the weird RNG situation that I just kind of figured out, I'm thinking that the easiest strat for this is just going to be to try and get the Dokkan attack on that last phase. So it might be wise to just bring like the Takoyaki item and then the other, like the Oolong item, so that you can be constantly creating tech orbs, and then it's good to have orb changers on the team as well, so that you can be just creating so many tech orbs that you're always selecting tech orbs for every single selection, so that you can get that Dokkan meter built up as fast as possible. Okay, so here we're definitely going to finish off this phase. Right, I mean, I hope. Could be something devastating ahead, I suppose, but I imagine we'll finish off this phase here. Yeah, see, again, we were pretty close. We just didn't select quite enough same type key spheres to be able to get that Dokkan attack off. We needed like 1 or 2 more turns, so could be a strat. I am going to make this the last attempt here of the video. We're kind of running long. I just wanted to show off the event, so for anybody that was curious how it worked, this is just the first look at it. I'm definitely going to be posting videos of all of my winning runs on these for all 5 typings. I will definitely be playing around with these quite a bit. So even if we don't get it here on this run, just stay tuned and we will have more of those videos to come for sure. I like how we're getting the triple super attack turn when we didn't need it. Dang it. Okay, let's hope we can get the same RNG here. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is transform the gods. And then, let's see, does it matter who we have them linked with? I don't think so. Okay, we'll keep this like that. Okay, so we're going to use both of these items. We definitely want to boost all of our attack for the turn, right? That's going to be good, just in case of additional normals and stuff. And then we'll use the Takoyaki item for the gods, because they're the ones who are most likely to get that additional normal attack that could just outright take out the enemy. Since it almost did last time, I think it definitely could this time. Okay, and then we'll get all of these orbs. Nice, and we're getting full 24 key supers for everyone. So we're going to be launching big attacks here. Okay, let's see if we're able to do it. We got to get that additional 12 million. My goodness, that is nuts. Okay, additional 9 million, and then we need the third one. Come on, please. Please give me the third additional. Please, 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 please. And does it kill? Does it kill? It did. Awesome. Okay, okay, so I think we got the win here. Because that normal attack actually killed with the items active this time. As long as these next two super attacks are able to take them out, which I'm pretty sure they'll be able to here, then we should not have any issue. Yeah, 8 million attack stat. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I think we actually completed this one. Nice, awesome. Okay, so that is the full mission clear for the AGL stage with the TEQ team. Great. So yeah, whether you're going for the Dokkan attack strategy or having both of the LR gods on the same rotation or whatever, definitely I think the strat for it is to go ahead and save those stat boosting items for the last phase there. That is definitely a good idea. And then just trying to get as many additional attacks as you can. Since I don't think there's really a good tech AoE character that you can be using on movie heroes or movie bosses. So yeah, that is a very good one. So awesome, we got those missions fully cleared there. And if you notice, I just got a Dragon Stone too, because you don't get a Dragon Stone unless you actually complete the stage and fully beat all 25 enemies. So I actually just cleared the stage for the first time now. So that is kind of good. Alright, sweet. So there is that. Oh, and then we actually get some stones here. 5 stones as well, it looks like, for completing any of the stages, because we actually were able to get through that whole stage. So very nice. Alright, well, that is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed what you saw here, if you found that instructional, then consider being a part of the Toxic Tribe with a like, comment, and subscribe on the video. We are trying to get to 77 subscribers by the end of the worldwide celebration. So smack that red subscribe button. I'm going to have a bunch more runs coming out on this over the next coming week. That is going to do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.